Okay.
I'm here with my new friend, Nesa Selmani. I said it right. Oh my God, I'm so proud of
Yeah,
myself.
you did good.
Um, we had a chance to talk at the state wrestling tournament, and it was fun to get to know you. So I want everybody to get to know who you are, not just as a wrestler, but as a person. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing really good. Uh, Senior year of school, has senioritis set in yet?
Oh
Are you
yeah.
still?
It's been set in.
It's been said. How's classes going this year? Pretty good?
Yeah, they're doing good. I mean, I only have 3 classes because I'm a senior, so I get an off block, which is really nice.
Do you guys
But
do
yeah,
block scheduling then? So like four
yeah.
classes a day? No, that's
hmm
that's kind of that's a fun schedule, or it can
Yeah,
be.
it is. Yeah.
Unless you got math. If you got math, that sucks because you can only do
It,
math for so long.
yeah, right, literally.
So I want to start with some wrestling questions first. Like, how did you get started wrestling?
I basically started wrestling, so I did judo in middle school, and I did it for a while, and then my best friend Taylor Streef, she wrestled. I that might be a familiar name because she
Yep,
wrestled
that's
in Bettnedorf. She was good. Um, she was like, "Nessa, you have to wrestle," and I'm like, "Okay." I was playing volleyball at the time, and I was like, "Okay, I'll think about it because volleyball is in the fall." And then I was like, "Okay, might as well just try it out." And then my freshman year, I was just ripping headlocks because that's all I knew how to do, and I kind of
that's
had a winning record from it, so I just
and you
stuck with it.
qualified. You
Yeah,
qualified as a freshman. So
I
that's
did.
not, I mean, that's pretty impressive. The one first year to be a qualifier, that's awesome. Ripping
Yeah.
headlocks is all right. You came from a judo background. I always wanted to do judo. What's some of the crossover stuff between judo and wrestling?
Just I mean, mostly for, like, getting into wrestling, like, I wasn't as scared because I know a lot of girls are always, like, scared, but I'd already been doing, like, a physical sport, and there's a lot of throws and, like I mean, there's, like, a half and pinning and everything in judo, so, like, you can do all the above and a lot of throws too, especially in freestyle wise, like, when I'm working freestyle, I think of, like, my judo stuff too, so that's
Yeah,
nice.
I love throwing too. I'm a throwing kind of guy. I'm a fireman's
Yeah,
carry throw person, so I that's why I always thought judo would be kind of fun for me too.
yeah.
When you first stepped on the mat, what surprised you about wrestling?
I think what surprised me the most is just like how fast and physical it is, and honestly, just like your mind kind of gets lost in it. Like you almost like reach like flow state. I don't know if that makes sense, but like
Yep.
when you're wrestling, it's just unlike anything else because like you're just going, 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 and at some point, like you can't just tell yourself you're tired. You're just always going, 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 and it's tough, but you don't really get that feeling of tiredness until after the match, and like it's just all the adrenaline and you're pumped up, and that's kind of what surprised me the most because it's like something I've never felt before really.
That's awesome. What like that first year, obviously there's always struggles, right? What kept
Yeah.
you coming back? What made you love the sport?
My freshman year and sophomore year, I had a huge team. Like we still have a team, a good decent sized team at Bettendorf, but we had a lot of good girls. I mean, we were a tough team those my first couple years. And my best friend Taylor, she's like, Nessie, you gotta do it. Like you had a winning record. I was like, okay, yeah, like I can kind of get good at this. So then I started working in the off season. I started going to club and stuff. And that's kind of I felt like I could be good. And I honestly like I quit volleyball for it because like I felt like I could be good and I could make a name for myself through the sport. So that's why I kept going with it.
That's awesome. What volleyball? I love volleyball too. It's one of my favorite sports. I
Yeah.
wish I would have been more than 5'6" and then I could have maybe been better. But what position did you play in volleyball?
I was a DS, so I'm not quite tall enough to be a hitter, but in my freshman year, I kind of played outside hitter too, so it was whatever. But I mean, I don't think I would have really wanted to play volleyball in college or anything anyways, so I'm glad I kind of left it and went on to wrestling.
Yeah, it's different when you're playing a sport that you're one in a million in volleyball, but you're one in just, in Iowa, one in 3,000, maybe a one in 800 of two-way wrestlers that wrestled at the state tournament,
Yeah,
or 400 or so. I'd have to do the math, and math wasn't my favorite subject, so we're not going to do
same.
that today. You talked about the team. I've really felt, wrestling people go back and forth. Is it an individual sport? Is it a team sport? I really feel like it's a team sport.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
what's really special about the Bettendorf team?
Um, Right now, I think it's really special because we have a lot of new girls that are really looking to have kind of like an experience like I had. Just like my freshman year, like I tried it out. My this year, I we have a lot of freshmen that are just trying it out, and I love it, and I'm so happy that they're trying it out. In previous years, it was really special because we had those like me and Taylor, we were like are the sophomores and then we had like a couple of freshmen and then we had like a ton of seniors.
Hmm.
So we graduated 13 seniors my sophomore year and we were a tough team. We got third at Battle of Waterloo. Like that's like the team that will forever stick with me in my heart because I
Was
mean,
was
what's up?
Hannah? Was that when Hannah was a senior, or was that her?
Yes,
Was that
that
your?
was also
Okay.
when Hannah and, like,
Okay.
Lexi Peterson, that's when
Yep.
it was those girls, and, I mean, it was just those girls will forever be in my heart because that was just so much fun, we had so much team chemistry, and I totally agree, it's a team sport, I mean, you need those girls, you need those partners, you need everything to have that team chemistry and just be together, I guess, and I just that's what makes it so special, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
we talked about that a lot this year too, is that nobody gets to be a champion on their own. You got to have those
Yeah.
people to build you up and everything. I'm going to be real honest with you. In Bettendorf and Ridgeview, it always seemed like we met in these really big matches all the time,
Yeah.
between Tatum Shepard, Izzy Deeds, Destiny Brown, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
have on it. You know how in sports we like to create those villains and heroes. I'm going to tell you, Bettendorf was a villain for me for a long time. So,
I think I
yeah,
wrestled last year someone.
you wrestled Tegan last year.
I did? Oh, yeah, at the state
Yeah,
tournament. Was that the
yeah.
Conti semis?
I think it was Concy semis. It was Concy
Yeah.
semis. Might have been Concy court. No, it would have been Concy semis, I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I lost in the quarters and then I wrestled back. Huh. Oh my gosh, I do
Yeah.
remember that. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure that is and then Hannah wrestled Tatum and
And
Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah. And I know Izzy wrestled somebody, and then Tatum had also
Oh, yeah.
wrestled was it a Peterson?
Lexi Peterson.
Lex
Oh, yeah, for a
yeah.
5th.
Yeah, so and not just that, they wrestled as freshmen, they wrestled as seniors, like
Yeah.
twice as seniors. So I've always created, in our minds, we create those, like I said, villains and heroes. But then this is the crazy part about girls wrestling. Every time I get to talk to some girl, I'm like, man, I really wanted to not like her, but boy, I like her. She's awesome. And
Yeah,
so I actually talked to one of the sports writers about this at the
yeah,
state tournament. I said, I have met so many girls over the last 10, 11 years. I haven't found one that I don't like yet. So
yeah.
I wanted to tell you that because it's really I really wanted to not like Bettendorf,
Yeah.
but I like y'all. I like y'all, so it sucks.
Thank you. We like you guys too. I've met
Um,
Tegan before and, like,
yeah,
me and her are super chill.
yeah, yeah. Hannah and I've known Hannah, I think since maybe before her freshman year. So I've known a lot of you girls, so it's always been fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this year. Man, senior year. I believe your coach didn't update yet, so he had 43 and 2, but that was before going into state. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing 46 and 3 for
Yes.
us. That's a pretty impressive. That's probably
I
close.
think so.
46,
Yeah,
47,
46 or
somewhere in there.
47 and 3, something
Yeah,
like that.
somewhere in there. That's a hell of a season.
Thank you.
That is, and getting third. And I'm sure third was not your goal,
Definitely not.
but what's the mindset when you lose in that semifinal match? How do you get yourself back to being ready? Because people slide all the time. I mean, it happens. There's a lot of people that placed last year that didn't place this year, or state champions that didn't place this year. How do
Yeah.
you get your mind right after that big loss?
Well, really, obviously, I went out there, I pictured myself winning, didn't go my way, but after the match, I went and I ran off and I found outside. I went outside.
Okay.
And I let it out. I mean, gotta do what I gotta do. I was crying a lot, obviously, because my senior year. Um, and then I knew it was gonna be a fast turnaround. I think I wrestled 20 minutes after my semifinal, and then after my Conti semis, I wrestled 20 minutes after that. So it's
Oh,
really
geez.
fast turnaround.
Yeah, it is.
Um, I asked my athletic trainer to get me my cooler and stuff. I mean, I had to tell myself like, okay, I have to get the next best thing. My coaches were like, next best thing, next best thing. Like, well, I knew I couldn't win now. So, there's
Hmm.
nothing I can do about it. I can't go back, I can't change anything. So, just being able to tell myself, that I need to get the next best thing was so important to me, and I did the same thing last year too. So, I just really try and keep my head in the game and not let, because like, I don't wanna let myself slide off. I mean, I always need to just go after, I'm gonna say it again, the next best thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I filled myself up with some good stuff. I drank some water, I had a honey stick, I ate some Sour Patch Kids, and I felt ready. I mean, I had to get up, I listened to some music, I calmed myself down, and then I went out there and I had a good win after that, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. I've seen it happen so many times, and I've been on the other end of that, trying to get people built back up. And man, it's a tough thing, but getting third. I've talked to so many college coaches this year, and you're exactly that person that they're looking for. They want that person
Thank
that
you.
can come back. So that's really impressive. I talk a lot about confidence in the wrestling room, gaining confidence. It's really important, obviously. You know,
Oh, yeah.
once you're confident on the mat, things change. How did you get confident in the sport of wrestling?
Um, being this sport is so hard to go out there and just be confident, but I mean, as I grew and as I kept practicing, I mean, I go to Big Game Wrestling Club. I work hard. I work all summer. I just work really hard. And I go to practice and I do my best. Telling myself to trust in my practice is so important, and that's how I become confident. I also try to be confident in all things, in all aspects of life, not just wrestling. But if I tell myself I'm going to go out there and win, I expect myself to go out there and win. And being able to walk out there with my head high and walk out there like I own the place, that's how, even if I have that little piece of doubt in my mind, I don't need to show that. Other girls see that and know I'm confident. And I don't want my competition seeing me with my head down, maybe like not as confident. So, I mean, it's hard definitely to build that confidence. And even now, I mean, it's hard. I mean, for anything, there's always that little doubt in your mind, like, what if this goes wrong? But it's important to shut that what if off and be able to tell yourself, what if this goes right? And what if everything goes my way? So, yeah,
Man, I like that. I really like that.
thanks.
I do. That is. What's something in the question that I told you, I've had my friend co-pilot write me some questions and stuff, but and it said something that you struggled with early in the season. But what's something you struggle with? Because you had a great season. I mean, I'd say with 46, 47 wins, you probably didn't struggle a whole lot this
Yeah.
year. But what's something you struggled with early that you've grown through and you're better because of it?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't honestly, I mean, beginning of season, I struggled a lot with, I mean, getting the hang of it. I was heavier than I wanted to be, which is fine, like, that happens, and also, I was practicing, I was gonna go to preseason nationals, and then everything happened with my dad, and that's, like, was, like, a mental thing that just kinda stopped me because we had to do a lot of things with that, which obviously, like, I'm gonna move past that, but, I
Yep.
mean, just being able to go from, I mean, I wrestled 120 last year, and then I
Hmm.
wrestled 130 majority of the year. So, I struggled with some of those bigger girls and getting that confidence in my brain that it doesn't matter, like, I'm also big. Like, I'm not huge, but, like, I
Yeah.
just was like, I'm their size too, and being able to get to my offense and know that I can get this many takedowns in a match. At first, I was only working on, like, getting 3 takedowns and then working for a pin. I started getting 6 takedowns a match, 7, and just teching them, pinning them. I mean, just being able to grow that confidence and working on certain things in match, definitely I struggled with that a little bit in the beginning, but then I got a lot better with that, so,
So
yeah.
let's talk about weight. Right?
Yeah.
And 130 pounds is not a very big person. And
No.
but in wrestling, we have this concept of we have to be as little as we possibly can be. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure you did obviously you did just fine at 130 pounds. But what are some of the things? So you go to club, you do all these things right. Nutrition's probably right. What are some of the things that you did to get yourself down to 125? Great wrestling weight for you, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, and you felt very confident at 125. So
Yes.
what's some things you do nutrition wise?
Um, Well, nutrition-wise, I nanny, like my job is I nanny. So I nanny with a family with 5 kids. I'm actually there right now and I'm in
Oh
their
wow.
office. Um, and they do all my meal planning stuff. And they're great. I mean, their names are Ashley and Isaac, and they're literally the best people ever. They do all my meal planning stuff. So I had meal plans every single week. I prioritize my protein. And I mean, they just did it all for me. She cooks all my food. I help her. Um, and I had food every week. I never had to worry. And I struggled with weight and food management and doing all that stuff my sophomore year a lot because that was the year I kind of didn't know what I was doing on cutting weight, but I had to make 120 because we had some weight changes and people coming, obviously. But being able to learn and being able to get a meal plan and learn my body and make sure I'm getting all my macros is so important. Like, if I don't feel good, if I'm not putting in good things, then I cannot feel good on the mat and wrestle good. So I'm just so blessed to have like these people in my life that do these things for me.
How much water do you drink a day?
I drink a lot of water. I couldn't even tell you. I have my water bottle with me all the time, but I drink a lot of water because I gotta sweat it out. Without water, it's all gonna come out anyway. So yeah.
I love that that's how we're I love how we're managing and losing weight now. We're eating to lose weight. And
Yes.
your coaches and myself, we starved ourselves. We cut water out four plus days ahead of time. We felt
Yeah.
like garbage wrestling and thought we were doing a good thing. There's no way. You guys are so much smarter than we ever were and doing it the
Yeah.
right way. That's it's super. That's awesome. It is really good. I'm glad when I talk to anybody and they start talking about macros and nutrition and they're eating perfect, eating clean, but that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Let me grab my notes here. Um, Other sports. You played volleyball. What else have you
Yeah.
done? And
Um,
judo.
Judo, yeah, and volleyball. I mean, I haven't done anything else really. I just grew up I played volleyball a lot, and then I did judo in middle school, but otherwise, it's just been wrestling for me, and I mean, I also love watching sports, like, I love watching volleyball too, and I also love watching wrestling, and I love watching basketball and all the above, really. So, sports have always been a big part of my life, but I really only played volleyball and did judo before I started wrestling, so yeah.
Have you been watching the Olympics at all?
Not now, not the Winter Olympics at all, but I do watch the Summer Olympics a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I also love
Favorite?
track. I
What?
love
Oh,
watching track.
are you? And why aren't you in track?
Good I just don't think I'm very fast. I wish I was fast. I don't think I'm very fast.
Oh, let's get to know you. Some not wrestling things. Well, some wrestling, some not so wrestling.
Yeah.
Um, how about if wrestling wasn't part of your life? What do you think you'd put your energy into?
Oh, that's a great question. See, like, it's so hard to imagine that because wrestling has become literally my whole entire life. So, which I'm so thankful for. Like, I did a project at school and I think I connected everything back to wrestling on accident because I can't not at this point. But I
Uh-huh.
think I probably would have stuck with volleyball and would have put all my time and energy into that and continued playing club and doing all those things. If not, I mean, I love hanging out with my friends so much. I love my friends. Um, I would have probably had more time to hang out with them if I wasn't wrestling. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else. School
Do you have
maybe because school kinda shuts off when I'm in wrestling season. I keep my grades good though,
yeah,
but definitely it's a side thought.
do you have any hobbies?
Um, Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Other than wrestling, I mean, hobby-wise, I don't really know. Like, I like to bake and stuff. I do like to bake, and Ashley, the lady that does my, meal planning stuff, she
Mhm.
loves to bake, and she's been introducing me to these crazy recipes. I'm like, "I love it, like, I wanna learn how to do this more." So, yeah.
I can see something in the future now. You and Callista need to open a restaurant up because she likes to. She's like chef type thing. You could do all the baking
Really?
stuff.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. I
I'm gonna
didn't
hook
even
it
know that,
up.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, she's a crazy chef. So we'll get you guys together and we'll start a restaurant.
For
That'll be
sure.
awesome.
For sure.
We've kind of talked about food and weigh-ins. What's the after weigh-in go to?
Go to, I always have my 6-inch Subway sandwich with rotisserie chicken, um, lettuce, tomato, and mayo and salt and pepper. That's all I get on it on white bread because those are the healthy things. And I cut the cheese because it was less healthy. Um, and then I always drink a lot of water. Well, not a lot. I always try and sip because
Yep.
water can be dangerous, especially if you're watching your weight. And I always drink an Element packet. It's like the lemon lime. It tastes just like lemonade, but it's sodium, and
Hmm.
that's always good for you. And then, like, I always have some Sour Patch Kids before my matches, and then my Honey Sticks before my matches. Um, and then after I'm done wrestling, I always need some chocolate. I don't know, I love chocolate so much, so
That was kind of my next question, the guilty pleasure food. I'm an ice cream guy. Man, I could eat ice
I
cream. I
love
love.
ice cream.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Anything chocolate fudge brownie. I'm a brownie girl till I die. I love brownie and chocolate and everything.
So brownies, are you putting a lot of frosting on brownies or not?
No, just I'm more of like a edge girl. So like the brownie
Yep.
edge, like the crispy kind of vibe. I love that.
All right. Are we putting nuts in our brownies?
Eh, if they're in there, it's fine, but I'm kind of just a plain brownie girl.
All right, we can hang out because actually that's I like brownies. All cake should not have frosting on it. It just I
Yes.
and I'm more of a centerpiece kind of person though. I love the centerpiece of cake and but I can deal with that. You can eat the corners, I'll eat the center. It'll be all
Yeah,
right.
that's perfect.
Uh Bettendorf, big place. I get out there a few times a year. Where do you like to go out to eat?
I love okay, there's this place called Your Pie. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's a pizza place, and you get your little own 10-inch pizza, and I will eat the whole thing. I don't know if that makes me
Oh,
sound
that's
huge.
no, it doesn't because I
It's
get
just
like a whole pizza at Casey's and that's gone. So
yeah,
don't feel.
no, it's so good, and they have gelato, and they have chocolate gelato, and it's just delicious. I love that place. There's also the Foundry. It's just another, like, restaurant. It's kinda nice. I mean, they have great food there, and then my parents have a restaurant, so I'll eat there, and it's always nice because it's free. Because I don't like spending my money, but
Understand that. What restaurant do your parents have?
It's called L&B Euros, and it's a Euro place. We had one. I'm born and raised in Clinton until I was in 3rd grade at least.
Okay.
Um, and then I moved to Bettendorf in 4th grade. But we had a restaurant there called Uncle Louie's, and it was Chicago style food, just like how we do now. So yeah, it's by the Betplex. I don't know if you're
Oh,
familiar.
yeah,
But
I'm familiar.
yeah, that's right where it's at. So yeah, Euro place, super chill. My mom's always at the front.
Well, I'm gonna have to go there next time I'm
Yeah,
in
for sure.
Bettendorf. Trying to think next time I'll be there. I'm not even sure the next time. I'm sure I'll get over there. Right, my Jason and Kat Lloyd are good friends of mine, so I'm over
Oh
there quite
yeah,
often. So,
yeah, for sure.
you told me earlier you get to Europe actually quite often, and you guys actually have a place there. Where's the second home at?
Second home is in Macedonia or North Macedonia. I think they changed it technically. But yeah, second home is in North Macedonia. It's my grandfather. My grandfather built it. So it's a big house and my family lives all by me. I have a bunch of cousins there, which is really nice. And Albania is like a couple hours, 3, 4 hours, not even away. So we get to go to the sea and go to the beach and it's super nice. So I love going on vacation there with my family.
If you had a bucket list place to go, where would you end up going?
See, like a bucket list place, I would go somewhere like Australia because I feel like it's so in reach for me to be able to go to Greece and Italy because it's right
Hmm.
by Albania and Macedonia. Like, and I think we even have a plan to do stuff like that pretty soon. And I think that would be so cool. But I feel like that's so like something that would happen. Like, it's very realistic that I could go to Greece or Italy because I so want to go there. So, like, I would definitely want to go to like New Zealand or Australia. That seems so cool.
I think those would be awesome places to go.
Yeah.
I don't get out much. I all my vacations revolve around a wrestling tournament. That's what I get to do.
Yeah, if you
So
need a extra home and wanna check out Macedonia, let me know.
there you go. We had a foreign exchange student this year from Germany, so she
Oh,
told me I
yeah,
got a place to stay.
yeah, that's awesome. My aunt lives in Germany, so
I've got to head to Europe sometime. No,
yeah,
that's really cool.
it's awesome there.
It's very cool that at your age that you get to travel and do this different culture than just, Bettendorf, Iowa,
Yeah,
and
for
get to
sure.
see a lot. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to talk about this too much, but let's touch on it because this is one of the reasons I actually stopped to talk to you. I had somebody message me and said, "Hey, you need to talk to Nessa. She's got a really cool story." And like I said, I don't want to dwell on it, but let's touch on this. So your father passed away before season this year. Is that
Yes,
that's
right before
correct?
season, he passed away. It was really sudden. I mean, I was kinda, like, cutting weight because I was getting ready to go to preseason nationals, and then my ACT was supposed to be on the 18th of October, and I got
Hmm.
home super early that morning because I spent the night with my friend the night before, and that's the day that everything happened. He had a heart attack, so it was really sudden. I mean, he's healthy, um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, tragic, like, he was my best friend, so it's
Yeah.
just hard.
Huge supporter of wrestling in your
Oh my
career.
gosh, he loved it. He's, like, my biggest fan, so, yeah. He loved it so much. He was the one who, like, got me into judo because he was huge in karate, and he did karate. He was, like, a black belt, like, I don't even know all the stages of them, but he was all of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got me into judo, and, like, he was obsessed with judo in the Olympics, so he's like, "I love that you're wrestling." My mom, not a huge fan of wrestling, like, she loves that I do it now, but she's like and she has a really thick accent, so it's always funny hearing her be like, I can't watch, I can't watch."
My mom
Um
watched my matches like this.
Yes,
It-
exactly, that's literally my mom too. But yeah, my dad loved wrestling so much and loved that I did it, and he would always both worked 2 jobs, so they were always so busy, but they'd always try and make it to all my meets. Um, but yeah,
Yeah. That's, I think we talked briefly and it's a hard thing to go through even at my age, but I'll tell you I'm quite certain that he'd be very proud of you and I'm sure he is
yeah,
very proud of you. So
thank you
let's
so
let's
much.
get out yeah, let's get off that subject.
Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. I mean, it was hard because it was like I was gonna go to preseason nationals, but then after, everything happened, we went to Europe. So I missed a couple of practices leading like, of the first practices of seasons because everything we did was over there. I mean, definitely tough, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, those struggles in life will make us better people later on down the road. So,
for sure.
yeah. Um, Wrestling's a big part of your life. Are you going to continue wrestling in college?
Yes, I am. I don't know where I wanna go yet. I've been on a ton of visits, and I'm so blessed that I have those opportunities and that schools are reaching out, and I have a voice to be able to reach out to schools also because it's kinda hard in women's wrestling, girls wrestling, it's like you kinda gotta reach out to, so yeah.
Man, there's all kinds of options within the state of Iowa, but you're kind of
Yeah,
over there near Illinois too, so a few options there.
yeah.
What are some of the schools that you've visited and no decisions yet, but where have you all visited so far?
I visited William Penn, Loris, Wartburg, Upper Iowa, and North Central now. And I plan to go on a visit to Simpson pretty soon. I have that scheduled, and potentially Iowa Central and maybe Northwestern also. So
Yeah.
I've got
Wow,
a few more on my plate. Maybe even Edinburgh. I've been talking with the coach there too. So
really?
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
Um, how smart are you? Are you super smart?
I'm not super smart, but I'm a smart girl. I have a 3.7 GPA, so I think that's pretty good.
I'm good friends with the head wrestling coach at Columbia University if you want to go Ivy League in New York.
Oh my
And
gosh, they have a
yeah,
women's program?
yeah, she's actually it's her name's Emma Randall. She's actually coached in the last three Olympics. She's one of the
Wow,
first people that I was introduced to when I first started coaching girls, and
that's awesome.
she's coached Amit, and
Allure? Wow, that's
yeah.
awesome.
So she's at the New York Athletic Club and stuff. So she's good,
I might have to
really.
reach out. That sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
I'd be happy to get you in touch with her. That'd be really
That'd
give
be
me a
so
reason to
cool.
give me a reason to go to New York to
Yeah,
watch you wrestle.
yeah.
Um, After wrestling's over, do you have any ambition to be a coach or an official?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already coaching actually. Since my sophomore year, this year's my 3rd year coaching. I've been coaching Bettendorf Girls Wrestling Club. So I
Oh,
have
awesome.
20, 25 little girls at most, and I love them. Those are my girls, like, and I watching them grow and being able to coach them. I mean, I coach them every Tuesday, Thursday. So it's been a commitment of mine for a long time. Every Sunday, I try and make it to their tournaments to be there for them and coach them. I love doing it. A couple weekends ago, I even officiated. So I've been getting into it, and I always talk to my favorite refs. I talk to Adam Hargrave and
Uh-huh.
Joe, and they're just the best ever. So and Mark Kenny. Oh my gosh, I love Mark Kenny. So I'm always talking to them and they're like, "You need to officiate." And I'm like, "Okay, yes, I'm working on it." But it's hard because when I would officiate, I'm coaching.
Yep.
So I'm
Yep.
I prioritize my coaching because I love doing it. And I just love it. And I'd love to do it in the future too. So yeah.
Yeah, talking to those guys. So that changed talking to officials like Mark Kenny and Hargrave and all those guys. They really changed the way you coach also. Because now you're also
Yes.
being able to see what are they looking for. And they'll tell you. I mean, they'll explain everything. They'll tell you what not to say in the corner. You know, when you're harping on
Yeah.
a ref to give you that stall
Yeah.
call, you're never going to get that stall call when they hear it from you because they can't give it to you then. So yeah, no,
Yeah, right.
I love hanging out with them. That's one of my favorite things to do at tournaments is just hang out with refs. And especially
Yeah. They're
when I go
great.
to the like bigger national tournaments and we stay overnight, usually we have beverages and talk about wrestling and stuff. So yeah,
Oh yeah. That's
that's really
always so
fun.
much
Yeah, that's I'm glad to see that you're that's something that you're interested in. You're already doing it. That's fantastic. Those little
fun. Yeah.
girls, I'm sure they look up to you a lot.
Thank you. Yeah.
You guys don't know how much those little people look up and stuff because I've yet to find any of the girls that I've ever coached that want to end up being a fat old guy like me, right? They want to, you know, they want to aspire to be someone that looks like them, and that's why it's so important to have female coaches in the corner
Yeah,
and
for
having
sure.
you guys come up. Um, yeah. Now I'll get off my soapbox. Sorry.
No, I
Um,
love it. You're good.
so that's the next thing. What do you hope that the girls that you're coaching, the next generation of these little girls coming up, get from you?
Um, I hope they just learn perseverance, and I always tell my girls, I mean, just like I I give them hard practices, I make them go through hard practices, and I always tell them that they after they feel like they've worked really hard, I mean, they have to work hard in the room so that they get the outcomes they want. And they see me, they watch me wrestle. A ton of them came to state to watch me and they've been watching me wrestle too. And they see me fail when I fail. Like when they saw me lose my semis match, they don't think any less of me because of that. I just really want them to learn that this sport is so growing and it's such a giving sport. I mean, there's honestly nothing like it. I want them to learn and just learn perseverance and how to work hard and to get what you want in life because this if you don't work hard in wrestling, you're not gonna get the outcome you want. But I also tell them that wrestling is just a sport. A lot of my girls right now are struggling on if they want to compete. I have a ton that do, and
Hmm.
some that are just really iffy about it. And I tell them, like, it's all a practice right now. None of this matters. It's at the end of the day, it's just a wrestling match. And I try and tell myself this too. Like, obviously I didn't get the outcome I wanted at that state, but it's literally just a wrestling match too. Like
Yep.
it's not going to change. Nobody's going to be mad at you because you lost a match. Nobody's going to be upset with you. It's just being able to take that and take what the mistakes you made and learn from them and being able to not just learn from your mistakes in wrestling, but mistakes outside of the room in life and being able to work on little things and working to better yourself as a person and not just a wrestler.
Yeah, and you might have taught them one of the best lessons ever is, you know what, we get knocked down a lot in life, and you've been knocked down a lot in life this year,
Yeah.
and but you got back up and you went out and you competed. You got beat in the semifinals, and I know as a senior that's like that cuts deep, but you got back up and you went out and did it. So I know that that's just a huge lesson for those girls to see, and definitely proud of you for doing everything you've done this year.
Thank you so much.
Um, if you look back this year and as a senior year, what's one of the things that you're going to remember the most?
One of the things I'm gonna remember the most is probably, I mean, just like the way I went about the season and my coaches really like. I remember, well, obviously I remember it was like a week ago. After my last match, I was a mess. Even I won, like I got third, but
Yep.
I was crying. I was like apologizing because I've been rude to my coaches before, and I feel like everybody's had those days. And I
Yep.
just like being able to remember that, like, they're always there for me and they've always helped me. And just like this whole entire sport has like just made me who I am today. And that's something that I'll never, ever, ever forget because I feel like without wrestling, like I don't even know what I'd be doing. Like you asked me that question, but I seriously could have been doing anything else. Like I don't even know. But just being able to get those lessons and just keep them with me for the rest of my life because I this sport has changed me. So senior year, I mean, I'm so glad it went the way it did, and the fact that I got 3rd and I didn't end up the way I wanted to will also teach me the lesson, even though it's still kinda stuck in my brain right now, and
Oh,
I'm still
yeah.
it's still fresh, so
But you're still one of those fortunate people that get to end their high school career on a win.
yes.
Most most people do not get that opportunity. So
Yeah,
no,
for
that's an
sure.
important thing. It's really it's great. Um, I'm gonna give you a quiz. One question quiz. You know, and
Okay.
you have a 3.7, so I'm expecting a really good answer here.
Okay.
Wrestling has taught me to.
Wrestling has taught me to Wrestling has taught me to be a hardworking human and to work hard and push through something even when it gets hard. Sorry, I said hard like a million times, but
That's all right.
I feel like that's a huge thing, and I also connect back to how I coach my girls is when I'm wrestling, sometimes I, like, literally get scared to do hard things. Like, I kinda get nervous before my matches because I'm about to go out there and do a hard thing. I'm about to go out there finishing shots are not easy on girls who know how to do you're going out there, it's a state tournament. The girl knows what she's doing, I know what I'm doing, we both know what we're doing. It's hard. So, wrestling has just taught me that being able to push through those things and being I'm very capable of doing hard things. No matter what I think or no matter what my brain is telling me, I can go out there and do it. And I think that's such an important lesson because earlier, like my sophomore year, I'd sit there and I wouldn't do as good because I think I'd be so afraid of doing hard things. But yeah, I mean, it's just taught me that I can just do whatever I put my mind to, really.
Awesome. So this tournament, incredibly tough tournament, and you've been at all four of the sanctioned ones.
Yes.
What do you think the progress from that first one to now? What's the wrestling level like in comparison? I mean,
Such like girls I've wrestled, I mean, and me, sorry, I was not very good my freshman year at all. Or my sophomore year. I kind of was bad at wrestling. I was not very good. Even my junior year, I was good. But I held back a lot. I think I took 2 shots at the state tournament my junior year. I'm so serious. And one of them was in match against the Ridgeview girl. So I literally, it's just the growth. I mean, I feel like for my tournament wise, I did not know what I was even doing my freshman year. So the fact that I've worked up to being able to go out there with confidence and shooting my shots and doing different things and not being afraid to go out there and do the hard thing is so huge. I mean, just that growth in itself. And I feel like other girls too, like state tournament's scary. I mean, it's the end of your season. You obviously want a good outcome. But my freshman year, I didn't know how to do anything. And now I say I'm a pretty good wrestler. So just
yeah,
that
I
growth.
would say so. I would definitely
Thank
say so.
you.
Yeah, it's man, it's a tough tournament. It is crazy tough. Just to qualify anymore is like
Oh, yeah.
really hard. And
Top
now to
two is
go,
crazy.
yeah, and then to get through day one of that tournament is it's not an easy tournament. I want to make sure everybody knows how hard it is to do
Yeah.
what you've done. It's
Thank
very
you.
difficult.
Yeah.
Probably the hardest question I'm going to ask you today. If you could come up with a tagline for your wrestling journey,
Oh my gosh. That's such a hard question.
it is a hard question. Describe
Uh,
your, I mean, what do you think your journey's been?
I mean, I feel like it's been a fast journey. Um, Fast and honestly, like, it almost, like, went by in the blink of an eye. Like, I remember when I was out there, and that was, like, I feel like that was yesterday where I was just a freshman ripping headlocks. Um, but I
I
mean,
got, you just said it. It went by in a blink of an eye.
yep,
I love it.
I think
That's
that
it.
that's
I like
it.
it. That's
I like it.
beautiful. That's great. You said it. That's all we had to do is have you describe your journey. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Um, Not too many years. When I started coaching girls 11 years ago. So
okay,
there was, I think the first year I coached, there was 22 girls that IA Wrestle was tracking their records. Matt Waters, Rachel Waters. I don't know if you know Rachel or not,
yes,
but Matt Waters was doing that. And I think most of the girls actually were probably managers getting forfeits for their team at 100 and well, it was 106 for the boys.
yeah.
If someone said you wrestle like a girl then, it was a very derogatory statement. It was like, oh, what do you think it means now to wrestle like a girl?
I think to wrestle like a girl means that you're am I allowed to cuss?
You can
That
cuss all you want.
you're a badass. Like, I literally just think about it, and it's just like, to be able to wrestle like a girl is literally that you're just a badass. Like, you're tough, you're strong, you can do hard things, and the fact that girls, win or lose, go out there and you have the courage to step your foot on that line is probably, like, I applaud anyone who wrestles, any girl, any even boys, that's scary, but girls especially. Being able to wrestle like a girl is just being mentally and physically tough and being willing to learn no matter the outcome. So, yeah,
That's a great answer. It's a
thank you.
fantastic answer. We've kind of discussed this, but it's my second to last question, so I gotta throw it out there again. Advice for younger girls or those not sure about wrestling.
Um, Advice for younger girls that I'd have is just go out there and do it. I mean, being able to try it is so important. And if you try it and you feel like you don't like it, that's okay. Um, but growing, it's such a growing sport and it's such a new thing that I I would do anything to be able to start wrestling when I was younger. So like saying that, like take that opportunity, like take advantage of that opportunity because it goes by so fast. And I've been doing this for 4 years, but imagine if I'd been doing it for 8, like that would have been insane. So just take it in. It's all practice, and whatever happens happens. Nothing really matters when you're younger. Just go out there and try and have fun with it. Don't cut weight or do anything like that. You don't need to cut weight when you're younger. um but yeah, just go out there and have fun with it. I mean, you can't do much more than that. Don't take it too seriously. It's never that deep, you know?
I like it. You said something in there that I keep coming up with more stuff because you say some great things.
No, I'm
You've
fine. We have all day.
You've only been wrestling 4 years, right? And I've been talking to coaches about this all year long. The idea of an athletic ceiling. Do you understand what I'm saying in that?
Yes.
That, people are only have their ability to get so high, right? I'll never be an Olympic champion because my athletic ceiling is not there. But only being in the sport for 4 years and walking into a college room, you have a long range that you can learn and grow and you're probably I know you've done freestyle. You did Fargo last year. Have you done Fargo a couple years?
Just last year
Just
was my
okay,
first
so okay, so you've learning freestyle only a little bit. So your athletic ceiling is so high. I'm really excited to see where you end up in another 4 years of wrestling. It's going to be really
year. Yeah.
cool. I hope you stay in touch so we
Yeah,
can
of
we can
course.
practice and maybe we'll catch back maybe once or twice a year and see how you're doing and stuff.
Yeah,
That'd be
for
really
sure.
fun.
That'd be
It'd be
awesome.
super fun for me.
Yeah.
I am getting to my last question, but before I do that, I want to say I'm really happy that I ran into you at the back room of the state tournament. It's you're no longer that evil Bettendorf person that I had in my head, and you
Yeah.
really never were. But
Yeah.
we still have to have villains, man. That makes the
Yeah,
sport more
right?
fun. But no,
Yeah.
I'm super happy. I just it was really fun to get to know you today and to learn more about you And man, it's just you're a very impressive young woman. And I
Thank you so much. It was a
yeah,
pleasure to meet you too. You were actually I was recording a video and it was on you got posted on my private story. I don't know if you
did
mind,
I?
but
I'm not on your private story, so I didn't make it.
yeah,
I'm not very cool and hip anymore, you know. I'm kind of getting old. But
yeah,
I do. I absolutely, this has been like starting this a year ago. I'm sure you know Melee Ellsbury.
yeah,
Was actually the very first person I interviewed. And it was kind of on a whim, and we did this to actually just to promote something else, right?
yeah,
And then
for
I was
sure.
like, that was kind of fun. And so I've done I'm sure I'm over 100 interviews now, and stuff. And
That's awesome.
this has been so much fun to get to know people. And I got to tell you, you're definitely you're one of the funnest people I've interviewed.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, that's so nice.
yeah,
I love
no,
that.
you are you and you gotta you just you have there's something some people have things that you can light up a room, man. You definitely can. You have that you have something about you. So
Thank you so much.
use that in your life. And my last question is just final thought. Something you want anybody out there listening to know.
Something oh, whoa, that's broad.
It
It
is
could be
broad.
anything. It could be
Yeah, you
anything.
can whatever.
At the end of the day, I mean, well, actually not at the end of the day. In the morning, the sun will always come up again. I mean, I've said that a lot, and I've said that with my best friend Taylor before. And in wrestling, in anything in life, just being able to rest and take anything in, is really important. And just knowing that nothing is ever that serious, and the time is gonna pass anyways. So being able to use your time wisely and just always finding ways to have fun and make your life interesting. I mean, my biggest fear is having a boring life. So I always try and do these things like random like side quests, go on whatever, just to be able to pass the time in a way that I won't regret it. So just do things, spend time with people you love and have fun with life because the time will pass anyway. So, yeah.
That's right. Yep. Yep. Don't live with regrets. That's a great statement. It really is. You
Yeah.
might as well do it, right?
Right, literally.
Well, I think I'm going to hit the stop button on the record, but stick around for a minute or two and
Yeah,
we'll
for
talk.
sure.